Good morning, friends. So today I have chosen this book, Champions of Tamil Nadu Industry. Actually, last month in October at Kotturu Metro School of Economics, there was a discussion about this book. It was not a book release function, not a book review session. So it was a book discussion, so jointly organized by Madras Management Association and the Chennai International Center. And the panelists were, one was the author, Dr. R. Balaji, who was part of Hindu's Business Line editorial group. And he was initiated and he was encouraged to write this book by a person who is another industry veteran. So this person was Chandramani, the founder and the chairman of Hudson Group. So when he talked to some of the industry captains and he could get out of some interesting stories, and that is where then Chandramani felt that we need to write a book about the industry captains of Tamil Nadu, and that's why R. Balaji has written this book. And most of this book discussions happened during the pandemic time. So Dr. Balaji interacted with the industry captains over the Zoom calls, and some of them we personally interacted. So why I like this book is, so basically I am a business storyteller. I thought I'll get a lot of interesting stories and then trivias, and my expectation was fulfilled. So after buying this book, so a couple of things. So we always tend to know more about the international leaders, the industry leaders like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and then Steve Jobs, but hardly we try to know about our own industry captains of our state. So that is so I want to basically understand our own geography and then try to know more about our stuff. So this book covers about 27 industries. To start with the oldest group, so we have in Tamil Nadu, we have very two groups which are very strong and which are more than 100 years old. Any guess what are they?
TTK, TVS, Sundaram,
TVS, Murugappa Group.
Yes, bingo, you are right. So TVS and Murugappa Group, they are century-old groups, and as on date, the fifth generation, they are all on the board, and each one of them are taking care of their business. And an interesting story about TVS Group, so 1911, so TVS Sundararaman started supplying automobile parts to the automobile companies, and later he started importing cars from US, and then he wanted to sell the car to the wealthy people. Who were the wealthy people? So at that time no industry was there. So the only wealthy people were the zamindars or the landlords. But these zamindars, they are comfortable with their own bullock carts decorated, which was called in Tamil Vilvandi, or they used to have the horse cart. And they have never seen a car, and they were not keen in buying the car. So this is when the sales team of TVS Group, they came out with a strategy. They said that we will supply you a car along with the chauffeur, and we will get back your cart, and we will keep our cart with us for 1 week. So for 1 week you try to use it, you have the car at your disposal, the car and the chauffeur will be at your disposal, and then you can take a call later. So this strategy worked out really well, and at the moment people started enjoying the comfort of the car, then they start buying it. So like that, lot of interesting stories are there. And TVS, any guess what is the turnover of TVS Group? Any guess?
Today
Huh?
or then?
As on date. TVS Group and Murugappa Group.
4,500 crores.
Not really. TVS Group is worth of 70,000 crores. I never knew that. It was a mind-boggling figure. And then Murugappa Group is 55,000 crore group. Right. So here the book also talks about a lot of other interesting companies. So probably some of them I thought they were all foreign companies. For example, Johnson Lips. So I never knew that it is an Indian company. So basically it is an Indian company as well as Chennai-based company. So the companies covered are the TVS Group, Murugappa Group, Achi Masala, Kevin Can, CRI Pumps, LG Group, Hudson Agro. So that is what I mentioned about Mr. Chandramohan, VVS Sons. So any idea about VVS Sons? What are their products?
Ginger oil.
And here they mentioned how they started from scratch and how they evolved as a big corporate organization, and what are all the different tactics and strategies played by the entrepreneurs. They are all vividly described here. For example, the ginger oil normally will not be liked by people, so only the traditional people will use it, and it was now very difficult to sell the concept because it will have a bitter taste. Coral Kasad. So this is what we tell in Tamil.
Yeah.
So that is where they try to come out with the selling the solution. So as a concept, and then they said Coral Kasapale, and even one of the popular ad lines will say உங்களை துவைச்சு போடுங்கன்னு சொன்னேன்னா உங்களை சமைச்சு போடுங்கன்னு சொன்னேன்னா அப்போ இதே வாங்கிட்டு வாங்க நான் வாங்கிட்டு வாங்க. ஸோ ஐ திங்க் ப்ராப்ளி boomers like us will know this fact. So this is one of the things about the LG Group. And another interesting group we have about LG Group. LG Group, have you heard about it?
Pumps.
Yes.
It is basically from Coimbatore, so they are very much into compressor. They started diversifying into several fields, but as on date they are focusing on compressors, industrial compressors. So actually this LG Group owner, LRG Govindasamy Naidu, so the founder, so he was about to start an airlines after Tata. So in fact he bought 6 airlines, and one was the Madras Presidency Airways, the second one was Varadaraja Airways. So unfortunately the government at that time, they were it was a license Raj, so they didn't give license and they have to sell these airlines. Otherwise our own Coimbatore based entrepreneur will be the second person after Tata to start an airline industry in Tamil Nadu. And some of the interesting facts, I never knew this. I thought they are all small time companies. Achimada's turnover is 1,600 crores. Kevin Care 1,700 crores. CRI Pumps 2,400. And Hudson in India. What are their products?
Dairy products. Dairy products.
Arogya Milk, Arun Ice Cream, and then one more ice cream is there, very popular. I thought it was international brand. Ibaco. So I thought it was an international. So Hudson's turnover is 7,250 crores. And very interesting stories are there. So as a storyteller, if you want to be an entrepreneur, this is a book worth reading. But a couple of drawbacks were there. So the drawbacks were, one is that the publisher's name is not mentioned. It looks like a self-published book. In fact, at the last cover page, they have mentioned normally any books will be mentioned as printed and published. Here they have mentioned it as made in USA. Made in USA. And the second thing, I think author has written and no one has done the editing part, I guess. Because when we talk about the Murugappa group, almost 30-40 pages are covered for Murugappa group, and invariably these Chettiar groups, only 3 or 4 names will be used. Murugappa, Alagappa, Valliyappan, and then Subbaya. So when he talks about the names, we don't know whether this is the first generation Valliyappan or second generation Valliyappan. There is a confusion. And in fact, the cover page is not that impressive. So here it shows the picture of agriculture field, whereas this book talks about industry, and quality of the paper is not good. So probably if these things are taken care, this is a book worth recommended for all B schools, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you want to borrow this book, probably you may have to price, because I have spent 1,200 rupees for this book. Both the teams.
Thank you so much, Sundar, for